Welcome to the Best 3 Inside Edition. It's your host, Dre, aka High Speed 30, aka the King of the North, ready to chop off some of y'all's heads. I got a star-studded cast with me today. I got the commish. What's up, Mo?
What's up, Dre? What's going on with you?
I got the co-commish, Jay. What's good, Jay?
I'm here.
Absolutely. And I got the owner of them Houston Texans for Madden 18. I got my man JR. What's up, JR?
What's going on, man?
Alright, so look. This is the Best 3 Inside Edition. And before we get started, I know a lot of you motherfuckers on there saying, who the fuck is the King of the North? Well, you're going to find out here real soon. It's about to be poo-poo city when I come through chopping off a lot of you motherfuckers' heads, especially in the AFC North. And a couple of other guys that in the chat. Jeff, we will be seeing you guys later on this year. So, Madden 18 is dropping in like 10 days. Hey, Jay, what are you most excited about for Madden 18?
Man, I'm just excited to get this league started. I'm ready to get on them sticks. Ready to see how I'm gonna work them Bears, man, and turn them around to winners. But hey, I'm ready to knock on Best Buy door and get that game.
Absolutely, the countdown has begun. Hey, Mo, Madden 18 is upon us. We've been waiting in great anticipation. What are you most excited about?
Redemption, my nigga. Redemption. Tired of
Damn!
niggas.
Shit!
I'm tired of little slick comments from niggas and thinking I'm trash. Hey, I'm coming for niggas' head. I got my motherfucking list like Anya. G-O-T, man. I'm ready, man.
Okay, let's go back. And you got your list, huh?
Got a motherfucking list. I'm be checking names off, man.
Alright, that's what's up. Alright, so Madden 18's here, JR. What are you most excited about, dog?
To see which one of these Georgia boys gonna cheat first. That's all they do is cheat. Not all of them. There's one of them that don't be cheating. But that sucker Tony that done jumped over to the Bucks. Come on, man. Go get your Madden handbook and be ready to play the game.
So cheating and cheese, that's what you saying, huh?
All the time, man. How you the type of dude that can boost up your own players and you a commissioner of a league and still can't make the playoffs? Just terrible, man. Just terrible.
Wow. So all right. So let me get this straight, because I'm a little bit new to the Best 3 league. I didn't play in Gridiron. So you saying that this dude sized up and boosted up his players, and he didn't make the playoffs?
And was on the disciplinary committee and only suspended himself like 4-5 games.
Wow. Hey, Zeke Elliott would love that type of treatment right now, to go ahead and give himself 1 game suspension, right?
Hey, man, if it was Zeke Elliott can go get hired if Tony the commissioner. Come back with a dirty urine and only be out for a quarter.
Damn.
Alright, so look. Tony was supposed to be with us tonight, but we couldn't get him on. We had some technical difficulties with the Skype. We're gonna try to get him on for another podcast so he can get on and defend himself. But man, that's kind of harsh to be boosting your players up and can't make the playoffs. But okay, look, we're here for the power ranking of the top 10 users in Best 3 for Madden 18. Now, we came up with this list, and it's based off of past skills from what you've done in past Maddens, and in comparison to projecting into the new Madden with the changes that they're gonna make. No longer are you motherfuckers gonna be able to run around holding the triangle button. That shit's over with. Okay, so find something else, find another gimmick, because that's dead, and the man coverage is a little bit tighter, and the AI is not as bad when it comes to zone defense. So that's gonna make a huge difference in the people that's on this list and the people who are trying to get on this list. So let's go ahead and jump into the list, man. At number 10, we got Eric of the New York Football Giants. The guy just made a huge trade for he traded Odell for Brandon Cooks and a middle linebacker and a couple first-round picks. It was a good trade for him, but he's number 10 on the list. What do you think about Eric's game, Mo?
I think he's all right, man. Solid user. You know, kind of new to the scene, new to BEST3. Doing a little bit of protesting on my goddamn rules too much, though. I mean, it's no dictatorship like my man Riverdale would say. And I think things fair. Sometimes you gotta just put rules out there without votes. You gotta do what you gotta do from a commission standpoint. But his game is decent. You know, he likes to throw the ball deep. To me, I don't remember him running it too well. He got a pretty decent passing game. Catch you off guard with his play calling, but he's decent. We've always had tough games. You know, he's beat me more times than not. But he's all right, man. He's always in the running. You know, when I say in the running, at least wild card divisional. So he's pretty solid. I give him a solid. You know, I don't say great. He's a solid player.
Absolutely. He made number 10 on the list. I believe he made it to the Super Bowl in last Madden as the Arizona Cardinals. So
right.
He definitely deserved to be on this list. So congratulations for making the list, top 10. Number 10 was Eric. Number 9, we got Jay Murray of the Detroit Lions. And Jay, what do you think about Jay Murray's game, man? I know y'all had plenty of battles within the last couple Maddens, man. Tell me a little bit about Jay Murray's game.
Jay Murray, one of my favorite players. So we almost got like the same game. I love the way he passed and he switches games up. No cheese with him. He even doing it with them Detroit Lions, which I commend. I always look forward to playing Jay Murray. Man, we split all the time, back and forth game. He deserved to be up there, even though you can probably swap me with him in number 9. I'm gonna say that, but you know, I can agree with that. He has a great game. I can't wait to play him again. We're in the divisions again. I'm Bears and Detroit Lions. We're gonna lock up. So, you know, I can't wait.
And Jay, he won the first Super Bowl last year, correct?
Correct. Yes, he did, and he surprised me with that. And I knew if he did it, I could have did it. But hey, he won the chip. I was definitely happy for him. I mean, he deserved it. I mean, he worked hard. Even though that's the first bowl, anything can go on the first bowl. You know what I mean? You never know. But hey, he deserved it.
Yeah. So with the new Madden, man, you guys coming in, man, Madden 18. It's all about who can adjust the quickest. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be some new animations in the game. It's going to be some new things in the game that we're not used to. Who can adjust the fastest and be able to take advantage of, of the play? Coming in at number 8, we got Day Day. Hey, JR, what do you think about Day Day's game, man? Give it to me real.
Day Day a solid player. You know, like I said, man, I made it known in the group. It's a Day rule from Madden 16, and for Madden 18, I voted for it to get changed, but you know, the dictatorship shot that down, and you know, Day like to throw a lot of deep passes, change all his players' names so you don't know who is who. But he a solid player, dominated in 16, didn't do nothing in Madden 17. Without his special rules, and you know, I think you know he plays about right on this list.
So the Day rules. Hey Mo, what's the Day rules?
So originally he was kind of ripping through the league in 15. Was it 15?
16.
Oh, 16. He had the Eagles? And,
yeah, the Eagles.
He was changing a lot of fast. He would draft these fast receivers and put him at running back, at 99, 98 speed, and vice versa, fast running backs or receivers, and you know, kind of exploiting the matchups. And we decided, hey, you know, wait a minute, you know, let's not take advantage, you know, of a video game here. Let's be straight up and play. We put those rules in. I understand they're doing that in the league right now, just with one team or maybe two, but it's not really a known fact throughout the NFL. So we put that in for that instance, and you know, he didn't have as much success the next year. You know, I don't know if it's because he couldn't do that, or he just didn't. I noticed he didn't play as much. I don't know what was going on. Things personal happened. Niggas got lives, but I don't know. That's why the rules were put in for that. JR called it the day rule. Hey, that's
so basically, Day got an asterisk on some of his chips. Then, in my mind, if he was taking advantage of the computer AI with those fast ass receivers and running back.
Well, I don't want to take away from his gameplay because he has solid gameplay. Even without doing that.
Just say that some people would just say that he was innovative. So what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't put an asterisk by because after a couple seasons, I would say about 75% of the league, not anybody from MVP, but if you wasn't an MVP, you followed Day lead and did the same thing. So I won't take nothing away from him. It was ways to work around it after you figured it out, but he definitely had a 2-season head start with his own. He didn't break any rules. He did what he felt was right and for his team, and it got him some rings. But in 17, in that sorry division he was in, 6-10 winning divisions, he didn't even have to show up, and that division ain't do nothing last year.
Absolutely. Okay, so moving on the list, we got number 7 on the list. We got Jeff. Hey Mo, break down Jeff's game, man. The dude's number 7 on the list.
Yeah. So some could argue a little higher. Just as Jeff's consistency, as I said before, his consistent play every Madden year in, year out. Same come hard-nosed defense, plays really well on defense. Runs the ball, sort of like yourself, whether you know it's coming or not. He's coming to run it down your throat. It's just a two-headed running back scheme. You got the power back, you got the speed back. He will run it, whether you're going to stop it or not, who knows? But he'll mix it up. Well, I think to me his claim to fame is that defense. He had the Chiefs balling last year, and I think he 1 or 2 Super Bowls, or got to the championship game. But he didn't win them all. I think he was really close. But yeah, Jeff,
I think
very
Justin
solid.
put him out a couple times, right?
Huh?
I believe Justin put him out a couple times.
Yeah. So he was right there having dog fights with Justin. Right there with him. So yeah, man, very tough users. Very tough. I got respect for his game because he don't do any of that cheating stuff. Any cheating, nah. He's play ball straight up. Respect for his game.
Absolutely. So Jeff's on the list at number 7. Number 6 on the list, I'm going to toss this over to JR, man. We got a guy, and we talked offline. You don't think that this guy should be this high on the list or even on the list? We got West coming in at number 6. Tell me why you don't think he should be on the list.
I definitely don't think West should be top 10. And I think it's other users that are better users than him. I think they're better players. I mean, again, he's another one who he ain't cheating, but I don't believe if all you're gonna do is if the superior player to Madden is the toss play, you're gonna toss left, toss right, toss left, play action, toss left, toss right, all game. Like it's boring, makes you not want to play. I feel like Jay and Mo felt like somebody from ATL needed to be on this list. That's the only reason he's on here. He's not top 10. He's not better than Ron. He's not better than Cully. He's not better than Jay. He's not better than Ricardo. He's not a top 10 user in my opinion. And, people can feel how they want to feel, but he's definitely not a top 10 user in my opinion.
Okay, JR coming strong to the mic. Hey, Jay, what you think about West's game?
I was up in the air. Like I had West at number 9 on my personal list. I do agree at least 80% with JR on a lot of things, but I played West a lot, and I do have some respect for his game. We had some back and forth battles. We was in a division together, me, him, and Ron. We all split divisions. I mean, he had to switch his game against me and Ron, so I doubt if he ran like 3 plays against me and him, every time, because I mean, he had like 3 or 4 wins on one of them seasons, when we was all playing. So, I mean, in a way, I agree with JR. In a way, I do respect Wes. I do have him on my list. Again, you could probably swap him with me, but that's just my opinion.
And hold up, and one more thing. I know people going to say, "Oh, he made a Super Bowl. Oh, this, that, and the third." But in the Super Bowl, when he played Jay Murray, he couldn't score running them 4 plays. It was a tough game, but Jay Murray was using the Lions. He was using the Broncos. I shouldn't have to say no more. In season 1 of last Madden, you shouldn't have to say no more. He had the Super Bowl chance, and Jay Murray had the Lions, and he lost in the Super Bowl.
Wow. Say no more. Moving on. Now we getting into the top 5. Now, when you get inside this top 5 list, man, this is the best of the best. And I feel like when you get to the top 5, you know, we can mix and match these up, and this is where the debate's going to really be within the top 5. Coming in at number 5, we got Antoine, the owner of the Washington Redskins, inside of the NFC Beast. Hey Mo, tell me a little bit about Antoine's game.
Oh man, Antoine's game evolved, man. It evolved to definitely one of the top users in this league. Come a long way from man 15, but he studies, he practices, he knows the nuances of the game. You know, I don't know if he does the practices within the game, but that dude's game is good, man. It's tough to stop him. Most niggas who create the playbook, you know, most of them got 500 plays. Nobody that I know of even touches 500. But I swear, this dude here, he calls at least 400 plays, man. If you can't get a beat on him. To me, you can't get a beat on what he calling, what he like to call. He's very diversified in his play calling. That's what makes him tough. And he very adjusts to your game well on defense. But yeah, the way he switches up his play calling makes him tough, man. He's come a long way. You know, a long way. And so I definitely respect this game. You know, that's all I got to say.
Hey JR, is Antoine one of those triangle holding motherfuckers, man?
Yeah, he adapted the policy last year, but Antoine's still a solid player regardless. Like that just made him tougher to beat. Like he was new to Madden, I think it was 15. I think he been around maybe 3. Yeah, he been around 3 Maddens now. 15 he was average. 16 he got a little better. I think he had the Raiders.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah.
I think he got a little better in 16, and 17 he went to. You know, he stepped it up another level. You know, I keep my opinions about that NFC to myself. But yeah, Antoine is a strong user. We'll see what he do this year because the NFC is loaded this year. So we shall see.
Absolutely. I played Antoine in MVP and in Best 3. I only played like a year in Best 3. And we always had some tough matchups, man. One thing I think that's underrated about his game is his defense. You know what I'm saying? And just like Mo said, he diversifies his playbook on offense. He don't just run one thing or one specific concept. You drag route running motherfuckers do, like y'all do, drag route shorty, or the bench concept. He mixes his game up, and you got to respect him for that. But let's move on to number 4. Number 4 on the list, we got Hollywood Ty. Hey Jay, break down Hollywood's Ty game, man. The guy been in the league for a long time.
Who the fuck is Hollywood? Where did he get this nickname from?
I definitely gave him that nickname. He definitely Hollywood.
Man, fuck that. Ty, man, look. Ty got a solid game. Yeah, he does. Offensively, you can get him. He knows how to draft a good team, well, as far as MVP wise, but in Best 3, he knows how to use his trades, use his will. He know how to get them great rookies. He posts them up on the board. Let us show us his little rookies that he got. His defense, I think, is way better than his offense. His offense, as far as 17, probably before that, he only had a few plays. You know, he'll run them, but he run them with perfection. He kicked my ass numerous of years in a row. It was hard for me to beat him. I think I got him twice in 17. You know, but we'll see. You know, we'll see coming up on this man if he gonna do the same thing. He usually falls off. You know, I'll be waiting on his ass to quit. You know, he's one of them quitting motherfuckers. I'm busy. We got basketball. That's around the time you start getting the foot in his ass. But let him tell it. It's something different. So we'll see. I mean, he kicked my ass. I ain't got. I always talk shit to him. I love talking shit to him. But we'll see. I mean, he's solid. He deserved to be up there. I got him up there. I got him top 5. So.
Hey Mo,
Yo,
what do you think about tag game? I know y'all had a lot of battles. Y'all was in the same division, so
yeah.
give me a little scouting report on Tag's game, man.
Scout report. That tight end. He loves that tight end, so we better watch what his name, Hunter Henry, what the fuck his name is in San Diego. Whoever over in the AFC, yeah, he gonna use him to death. And Gates, even though he old as hell, he probably gonna do a double tight end. He loves that shit and fucking deep routes. But like I'm gonna say it again, like I said with Jeff, his defense very solid. You gotta be prepared. Can't make mistakes. Make mistakes, that's where he gets you. Make mistakes, he's gonna score on you, gonna run on you. It's gonna be tough to get back in it because then he's gonna have a beat on what you're doing. So that's what makes him, to me, solid is his defense. His defense will put him over the top with a lot of other users in the league.
All right, so again, this is another user we were discussing offline in the chat. JR, you felt like Ty should be higher on the list. Why you feel like that?
Yeah, most definitely. When BEST3 started, when it was probably only about 12, 13 users, Ty was kicking butt, going undefeated, 14-2, 15-1, battling with Kales back in the day. Man, longevity. He been one of the most consistent and the top users in the league since it started, and if he played. I personally had him at number 2 on my list, but Ty solid user except for that gay defensive end defense that he had to use to beat me, because I definitely am one of them drag route shorties that you was mentioning earlier. Been that way since I started playing Madden, and he couldn't do nothing with it till he started dropping that defensive end. So I won't take away from his game. He always draft well. He always find a sucker who want to get a veteran and give him multiple whip picks for him, and he flip him into a 80 overall. I don't know what he be doing in his scouting on Madden, but he always find an 80 or 78 overall in the 4th round every draft. So you can't take nothing away from Ty Game, man.
Absolutely, man. Ty Game, from what I know, an MVP. First off, his defense was always at least top 2 or 3 in the league, and I believe his GM skills were pretty good, man. The dude would draft well, and like you said, he would trade with he'll trade with either somebody in the league, or he might even trade with the computer. But he gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, and his GM skills were superb. Absolutely, he definitely deserved to be on the list. We got him at number 4, and like I said earlier, man, we can juggle these top 5, man. The dude probably can be 2 or 3 on the list. But speaking of 3 on the list, we got Justin. The man was a beast in Madden 17 and BEST3. He was, in my mind, the king of BEST3 in Madden 17. Would you not agree?
Yeah,
I agree.
I agree with that.
All right, so Jay, break down Justin's game and where it has come from to be the king of BEST3 in Madden 17.
I mean, I'm basically proud of the dude. I mean, he was a walkover in 15. 16, he started to get his game together and started to get some wins. I mean, I was still smacking him around, but he was getting wins, and he just couldn't get past Stack Jr. in 16. I think playing Stack Jr. with made him a little eager in 17 to get better. When you play great guys like that, you do want to win, especially if you close. You're getting better and better. He came out, 17 came. He got started practicing, and I couldn't believe it myself. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't believe this motherfucker did what he was doing. But he won them Super Bowls. He got a solid game. He deserved to be up there, top 5. But I will say I had him outside the top 5. I had him number 6 on my personal list. That was just me. But hey, he was the king, the best 3. And let's see what he do in 17, and especially without that holding the triangle button.
Okay, so Justin, you know, he ascended to be the king of Madden 17, and one of the ways that I heard that he did that was this guy played over 500 head-to-head online games to get better. What do you think about that, Mo?
To me, that's good preparing. I mean, that's preparing yourself. So to me, he had a mindset in his mind, like Jay just mentioned. He wasn't getting over the hump in 16. He said, "Man, fuck that." He had to say something to himself. Say, "I'm gonna fucking dominate this game, and I'm gonna put the work in. I'm gonna put the work in nobody else." Then obviously that shit paid off. But I don't know anybody else who's played over 200 plus online games before the season started. I mean, the Madden season in our franchise league. This dude practically dominated from the start. He didn't have a struggling year. You know, you didn't hear much from him. Didn't do a lot of trash talking. He just put in the work and smacked some heads around. You gotta commend the nigga for that. You gotta commend the nigga for putting in the time to say, "I'm gonna beat your ass regardless of what you're gonna do." So, hey, you gotta give him respect on that, you know?
Absolutely. Hey, JR, where'd you have Justin on your list?
I had him number 1, my bad. I didn't answer your question. I had him number 1 on mine.
Yeah, I definitely didn't have him number 1 on my list. I believe I had Justin, if I'm not mistaken, I had Justin at 5. I actually had Justin behind Antoine.
Okay.
Justin is a solid player. 15, him and Antoine have basically walked the same path. 15, average, you know. 16, got better. Started losing to Stack Jr. in that terrible fashion that you lose to Stack Jr. Be up all game in fourth quarter. Stack Jr. make 2 unbelievable plays like he typed in the code to win. And then, you know, last Madden, Justin never stopped playing Madden last year. He played 16 all the way up until the day 17 came out. We was clowning him crazy, telling him it ain't gonna help him, it ain't gonna help him. Then he played all them online games before the season started. Got himself, he was actually ranked high, I think, at one point online. And then he came into the league, and after the first season, dominated the league. So you can't take nothing away from him, but he definitely ain't about to do that at 18. I'm talking trash about him already. He not doing it back-to-back years.
Damn, so it ain't happening again?
No, he got real grown up issues now. He got some more responsibilities. He can't just sit there and play Madden all day. So he gonna come back to earth this season.
Absolutely. Hey, that makes a difference, man. When you got other priorities to take care of besides just sitting in front of the TV playing Madden, definitely makes a difference, man. Hey, let me put a quick bug out to you motherfuckers out there playing Madden. Hey, don't put Madden in front of your girl or your wife or none of that shit. It ain't worth it. Hey, put Madden behind. Put your priorities in right. You know what I'm saying? And that's some free advice. That's some free chicken from the king of the north, man. All right, so look. Let's go to number 2, man. This guy, man, his reputation precedes itself. He's in my division. I hear nothing but great things about him. Stack Jr. this and Stack Jr. that. I played him one time last year. We're not going to talk about the score of that game. Obviously, I won the game. But he's in my division. And he's going to learn real quick, man. I'm the king of the north. Me and them Bengals. I got A.J. Green. I got fast-ass 98 speed John Ross, a.k.a. The Flash. I got Joe Mixon, and I got some dogs on defense, man. So, hey, man, it's okay to aim for the wild card, man. It's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where you should be aiming for in Madden 18. That's the message to Stack Jr. I know he ain't gonna listen to the shit. You know what I'm saying? But for all you guys who know him, man, text him. Put a bug in his ear. Just let him know I'm the king of the north. Now, Jay, Stack Jr. was a thorn in your side, man. Tell me a little bit about Stack Jr.'s game. Jay.
This guy.
All right. JR, tell me a little bit about Stack Jr.'s game.
Oh man, you know, Stack Jr. another guy, been consistent the whole time. You know, we told you the best part about Stack Jr. game is that he pissed Jay off all the time. You see, Jay don't even want to comment on him. That's how mad he is right now. And you know what I'm saying? You know, ran MVP for a long time, ran best 3 for a long time. You know, I know Day gonna hear this and be like, man, I kicked Stack Jr. butt, da 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 da. Ty gonna say, man, I battled with Stack Jr. But that just tell you how much people really respect this game. That's the things they say. You know what I'm saying? If you say that he ran it, they tell you about, you know, their tough games with the guy. Not all the time just talking about running over and whooping him. So you have no choice but to respect that young man game.
Absolutely. Mo,
Yes,
tell me
sir.
a little bit about Stack Jr.'s game, man.
Oh man, defense. He was, if you want to say, he was the first one that incorporated that triangle shit back in the day. You would get so frustrated how he would have these cornerbacks averaging 10 to 15 interceptions every year. It's like you couldn't pass on him. He had a reputation you couldn't throw on him. You run a little bit on him. Okay, I need to pass. I need to convert a third down. He would stop the shit because he would intercept it. His change of stick skills as far as changing from one man to another was superior at that time. And it made you very frustrated when you played him because you tried everything you tried to beat him, and he would catch you on mistakes. He would have a close, tight game. You make a mistake, it was a wrap. And he did it consistently. So it was like the man gods is always on this side. When you're saying that, not to take away from his game, but it was just always on his side because he played his game. He played his game and didn't deviate from it. He didn't care what how many niggas was talking shit. That was it. He played his game, and he consistently won from that game. And you gotta respect it.
Absolutely. So, is Jay still with us, or we got some technical difficulties?
Yeah, technical difficulties. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, we can hear you now. Now, my question to you was, Stack Jr. was a thorn in your side, man. Tell me a little bit about why Stack Jr. used to give you so much fits.
Man, his game was just way too solid, man. You know, I had sleepless nights messing with him. I mean, he know how to run. He got good run game. His run game is superb, but his defense, he got one of the best defenses in Madden to me. As far as I'm concerned, I know y'all just crown Justin and everything, but Stack Jr. is the real king of best 3 because as far as I know, we go way back. Stack Jr. is winning Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl, and I was just so sick of it, you know. But hey, you know, like I said, like you go down to the fourth quarter. I'm usually up by 7 or 10, and I find a way to lose to him each and every time. And I beat him at 17, but again, different game. You know, we'll see what happened at 18. And I hope he get his mojo back because he kind of fell off there. You know, so but as far as I'm concerned, he's the king of best 3. I got him number 2 on the list. He should be number 1, but I got him number 2 for other reasons, and that's that.
All right, absolutely. So Stack Jr., man, Jay said it best. He said, "You was key word was the king of best 3 because I am the king of the North, and you know, so you're in my division. This is my division. You're gonna have to go through Cincinnati, but we'll talk about that on another time because we got to actually go to the number 1 guy on the list, and this is a guy, man, that I know game very personally because I had him in MVP. He was in my division, and when I finally get a chance to play in best 3, I was like, whoo, man, let me see. The motherfucker was in my division in best 3 too, and I'm talking about Nav. And Nav is actually one of the EA developers. I really believe that, based off of the game that he displayed in 17. This guy, and if y'all don't know him, if you haven't played him, this guy's game is ridiculous, man. The dude won at least 15 to 20 Super Bowls in between the leagues that he played in. And one thing about his game, man, he's solid on defense, man. I lost so many games to this dude just off of defense. I mean, the interceptions or it's always something, but we had some battles. So for my money, he was definitely the number one player on my board. And that's just based off his match skills. Not saying inside of best three because he hasn't had the longevity, but the guy is it's definitely gonna be fun to see where he and how he plays in best three, starting off, fresh like everybody else. So, Jay, tell me a little bit about Nav's game, man.
Nav is he got another guy, superb game. His run game is so solid. He runs between the tackles. He throws the ball. He mixes his game up. There's no cheese whatsoever. Even though I think he was a triangle user too, I'm not gonna go there. I leave that for somebody else to tell. But he kicked my ass in his league in red zone. It was like 55-7. I was so disgusted. I mean, I had to say something to him. But as far as I'm concerned, he was just mowing over people left and right. When he got in best three, and I was like, yeah, Stack Jr. gonna get in his ass. Stack Jr. gonna get in his ass. And Stack Jr. let me the fuck down. He handled Stack Jr. like a rag doll, just threw him all over the goddamn field. And I was like, fuck. Who else is going to fucking beat him? So, hey, man, his defense is solid too, man. His defense is superb. I mean, he's number one. He's not king of best three. He ain't been in it long. But y'all better watch out for this guy, man. I mean, his offensive line in every league is serious, and he starts with that. Even the MVP, when we did our draft, he went offensive line probably first, I think. So, y'all better watch his ass. I mean, he's number one for a reason on my list.
Hey Mo, did you get a chance to play Nav in best three or MVP?
I did. He and
What was the result?
MVP mollywopped me, man. I think he put 50 on me. So he had a team that's very stacked. He had a middle linebacker averaging 15 interceptions a year and Sewell Cravens. And I was just amazed at how the hell he did it. He covered the middle of that field and he defended them drags, which was very good in 17 well. You couldn't do a drag against him. He would pick it off. But it frustrated the hell out of you. Maybe he played solid defense and he relied on his running game, man. He threw the ball. He was consistent throwing the ball, but he was known for his running game. He ran it. He ran it down your throat. In power, trap plays. That shit had you having nightmares, man. So, yeah, he's definitely one of the best users in best three. We'll see what he do this year, though. Every man's different.
Yeah, from my experience though, I think he ran it. I think the dude was really balanced, man. And like I said, I played him. I definitely played the most out of anybody on this panel. I think we was playing two games a year and then 4 games a year, and he's very balanced, man. He'll take a quarterback. He had Brissett one time, and he turned Brissett into a beast. So. Definitely gotta watch out for this guy. JR, what's your thoughts on Nav's game?
Yeah, I think Nav is a very solid player. My first time playing him, I almost had a chance to beat him in MVP in the playoffs, and I blew the game. And then he came to best three to the 0-8 team and almost made the playoffs, winning every game. I think except for the game most suspended him. I mean, he definitely is one of the best users in the league. He definitely top 2. I wouldn't put him number 1 in best 3 just because I went off of longevity as well as gameplay and no cheese. So yeah, he definitely a good user. But my man Antoine did make him quit MVP. So we always have to throw that out there because Antoine did do that. So, maybe that'll give Nav a little more motivation in that, what y'all calling the NFC beast.
Absolutely. And I was just about to talk about that. Now, Antoine is in the same division as Nav in that NFC beast. We got Nav, Antoine, you got Eric, and you also got Tay in that division, man. It's going to be very interesting to see who comes out of that division. Man, so look, that's the best 3 top 10, man. Whether you like it, whether you love it. Hey, if you didn't make the list, then fuck them. You didn't. Your skills wasn't good enough. Get back in the lab. Get better, and maybe you can get to be on this list, man. Now, me personally, I feel like I'm probably on this list. Of course, I don't have the longevity, but I know I can compete with anybody on the list, and I can beat anybody on the list. And I do have a message for Nav, one of the developers of EA Sports Madden 17. The message is not in 18. That shit is not gonna fly, man. Hey, I got me and a whole bunch of killers, man. We coming after that. That goes for Justin too. Not in 18, buddy. It's over with. So, hey Jay, what's your final thoughts about this list, man?
Well, the list is about accurate. I mean, my personal list, I had you up there for gameplay because I played you plenty of times. I think I could have been swapped for either Justin or Wes. That's just my opinion. But other than that, and I had Ricardo number 10. But other than that, I had everybody else where they were. I like the list.
Hey Mo,
Yo,
give me your final thoughts, man, on this list and just on where you headed to in 18.
I think this list is on point. You can move people different around all over this board. From 10 on up to 1, you kind of slide people around just off of your opinion on longevity, skill play, or just personal opinion of whether you like that motherfucker or not. But I think a lot of it just all gameplay. I think it's a solid list. I think it's a very solid list. And if you want to be on the list, like Jay said, hey, you gotta step your game up. This includes myself. I'm planning to crack this fucking top 10. Fuck that. I'm planning to crack that motherfucker. So I got work to do, and I know that. I'm starting within the division. I'm putting that out there right now. That motherfucker's NFC South. I'm coming.
Damn, you heard it first from the commission, man. He said he coming for that NFC South division. Hey, he said that's his division. That's basically what I heard.
Yeah, you heard right. You heard right.
So, JR, what you think about the list, and man? What you think about any final thoughts about going forward in Madden 18?
Hey man, if my list didn't have the guy I said already, I ain't about to keep mentioning them. I think the list's pretty solid. This is a tough league, so even though you ain't top 10, you probably top 5 in any of the other leagues you in. If you know what I'm saying, in this league, because the competition is high. Hopefully this year, and it starts with myself, take the league a little more serious. I think that draft board will help, especially, because I don't be having time to sit at home all day and wait through the 30,000 trades of a 6-hour draft. So, last year I was in the toughest division in BEST3, which was the AFC South. You know what I'm saying? This year, it look like I'm in a strong division. And we'll see how everything play out. But one thing I do know is this guy, Tony, gotta stop all this rap, and now he wants that draft picks that he ain't gonna have. Like, man, look, just put the crown apple down, my man. Go to Strokers, look at some ass or something, and reevaluate this man thing, man. It might be time for you to give it up, my man. Might just be that time.
Hey, there you heard it first. You heard it first, man, from my man JR. Hey, Tony, put the fucking crown apple down, man. Hey, my final thoughts, man. I'm really looking forward to 18, man. It's gonna be really exciting. And like I said, for you motherfuckers don't know, who the fuck is this King of the North? Hey, it's about to be Poo Poo City here real soon. When we chop off some heads, then y'all gonna know. Oh, now we know. So, Madden 18, man, this was the top 10 list. Madden 19, it's gonna be a different list. Will you make it? Will you not make it? I plan to be number 1. So, hey, that's just me. Hey, we had a great show. Thank my special guest JR for dropping in. Thanks, dog, for coming on.
Not a problem.
Of course, the co-commission. Thank y'all for coming on, and that's it, man. We out.
Peace.